Hi, this is Prana Talk TV, Elitom El-Amin,
And I'm Shayna Dean.
and we would like to invite you to this fabulous channel talking about the Breatharian lifestyle, the Breatharian journey, and everything in between.
Absolutely. It is our new channel on YouTube called Prana Talk TV, and you will find videos and information that you will not find anywhere else.
Absolutely, that's guaranteed. We're taking it higher and higher. We're having so much fun because the pranic journey is a beautiful lifestyle to be on. And this is where you can get educated and get more and more information for those who are on the journey around the world.
Absolutely. We're going to have interviews from different breatharians around the world. We're going to talk about everything from meditation to qigong to breath work to how to maintain or be in that theta state of mind so you can be more in touch with the higher cosmic energies that are fueling us.
Absolutely. So again, we love you. Have a nice day and hope to see you there. Please subscribe.
Yes, subscribe and leave comments and communicate with us so we can share with you and learn what you want to hear and just basically share the love and the prana.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Namaste. All right, this is Elitom El-Amin with Pascal Martelli
Hello, hello.
from Switzerland, right?
Yes, Switzerland.
And I met him about 4 years ago in Italy, the first Pranic Festival, World Pranic Festival in Italy. And what impressed me about him was when I first met him and we introduced each other, he said, "I'm a scientist." And he said it with a straight face, with clarity. He was really into what he was into, and I love that confidence. He's a scientist. And when he did his presentation, I loved it because there was a time when living on prana, when it was explained, people just said living on love and this and that, and they still was using religious terminologies. But he got right up there. He had the diagram of the human body on the screen, the skull, and he was explaining step by step on the different energetic functions of what's taking place by you living on prana. And I think that was excellent. And right now where we're at on the pranic journey since then, it has really grown big time, and it's growing so good because of people who's able to explain it more in a down-to-earth way, and I love this. So you can tell more about yourself and your scientific adventure.
So, thank you, Elitom. Yeah, you're talking about also this seriousness about the science. Actually, this could be also a trap. Quite often we're trying to move or to create a distance between the spirituality and the science. But actually here in India, they really combine both. They're really bringing the science of spirituality. And for me to be able to combine both, this is also making a lot of sense. Okay, a lot of people, they are really much more, I would say, on the right side of the brain. They're just perceiving the world on a global visions, and they don't need actually to interfere, I would say, with their left mind.
Right.
But for some other people, they need also to be able to rationalize also to what's happening, maybe to understand a bit deeper how we're interacting with the universe, with the energetic environment. And for those kind of people to have a few tips, a few insights of how the pranic energy is working, it could be really interesting, because a lot of people, they're interested in it, but because they couldn't receive actually the information needed to calm down their mind, they refuse to move to the next step.
Right.
Yeah.
So right now we're in an age like the East meets West.
Yes.
And I love that. And India did look at the spirituality as being a spiritual science for a long time. So that really caught our attention, because even when that book, Autobiography of a Yogi, was written, he said you got electricity going up your spinal cord. And that was really something for the Western mind to comprehend. And again, you saying that some people, they need that visualization. You didn't deeply explain. And right now, we as pranic people and pranic teachers have gotten a lot better at explaining it. So that's why it's able to go along the masses a lot more better, because that's what age we're in. So again, continue, because I love the way you explain things on that left or right brain.
Thank you. I think when we're all on this journey, it's like a self-lab. We're just experimenting ourselves to see what is working, what is not working. And then we're starting to meet other people who are on this way for quite a while. And suddenly we just realized that actually we had almost the same experiences, or we came to the same conclusions. And then we can make the connection with the books we read or the intuition we have, and then it's creating a whole story. And actually this story is the same for everybody. Not everybody will have the same path. Of course, everybody has his own spiritual path, but we have this, I would say, this global blueprints, or this path along the way that we can always cross again and get the information. I remember at this time, 4 years ago in Italy, I was, I would say, even much more on the left brain. I remember about this PowerPoint presentation, and I showed different diagrams, and one of them was really related with the auric field. So it was the human body, an egg shape. So the left one was really the nice version, everything was nice, and the right part was actually an egg which has been cut out, that the person has no really roots, there is some leakage somewhere, and it was unbalanced, and so on and so on. And I was trying to explain all what could happen actually in auric field, and what we can do actually to heal the auric field in order to get more prana.
I love that. Heal before they get more prana.
Yeah.
I love it. That's the message, because this is a healing path. Bringing in more prana that your body will do naturally when it's healed, or there's absorption. Because the body is made for energy.
Yes.
We're energy beings all the way.
It reminds me the Russian dolls, you know, the babushka. So the physical body and all the different layers are a bit like onions. So we have the emotional body, the mind, and then we have all the different spiritual layers.
Right.
And for me, it's like we're constantly receiving this energy from outside, but because we have some experiences within ourselves, I call them ego. But for me, this is really the experience of separation. This is a part of ourselves which is not perfectly aligned with the source, which is creating some, I would say, some clouds, some clutter within this field. And when this unconditional love is coming to try to feed us, then it's blocked. And we have to heal all the different layers until we're able to vibrate with our physical body on a different layer, so we can access. So it's like the door. The problem for us is to open the door, but we're always receiving a lot of energy.
This is so user-friendly now, isn't it?
Yes.
All makes sense. Oh my gosh. And see, right now we're here in India, and we're at the Ellora Caves.
They are so beautiful.
Beautiful energy that's here. But we're here in India because we just met at the Pranic Festival here in India, and it was a real great treat. We actually met what they call him Pranajani, and he's been pranic for 70 years, and he's 92 years old, and that was historic because people all over the world be wanting to see him. He lives in a cave and stuff, and you got to really see an appointment to go see him. So by our energies coming together, we drew him out. That was like from divine intervention, especially now. And we even met the doctor that put him through medical tests that explained a whole lot of stuff. So this is a great age we're in, living on prana. This is real like never before, or what the human potential could do. And there's more coming out.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is really a different age. For example, this yogi, there is a lot of other yogi that they be living out of prana, but they're not ready to share.
Right.
And also the scientist is Dr. Shah, who is coming and observing what's happening and sharing his discoveries. This is the age of the information.
Oh man.
This is changing quick.
This is awesome, isn't it? Oh my gosh. And as we keep on growing, bringing this information, this gives everybody else self-confidence now. We don't really need to wait for somebody else to tell you this is the real laboratory. We're the scientists.
Yeah, exactly.
Open up your mind and see what you can do. And like we're saying, you know, because we used to bring this up, people say you could go without eating, and people just put that idea of putting tape on their mouth. We're not saying you don't have to do that. Think smarter instead of work harder. That's what it's all about. And the body will go there. It's about loving yourself and all this great stuff. Now, you were just telling me something just now about, you know, not to get into your personal life, but about your next thing dealing with devices that could show you more of the auric field.
Yes. So actually, I made a PhD in physics. I moved to neurophysics to study other state of consciousness. I've been studying lucid dreams. It's when we're waking up, our consciousness within the dreams, and also deep meditation. So really trance state.
Right.
But right now, I'm more, I would say, energy healer. This is what I'm doing at my place. I'm also having a center, holding courses for shamanism, for healing, for meditation, but also for
so in the
for
scientific field, you're more into neurology.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so that's awesome. And we need people like you. Not just being in a neurology, just saying on a physical basis, but looking at the energy side of it, taking it to a whole nother level. And see, like I've been telling people, especially on my YouTube channel, they don't know what's going on, especially in, you know, when I was in America just now, they just think, well, why wasn't this on the 6 o'clock news? But I was telling them there's so many scientists and so many medical people into this, It's about how you explain it. It's not do it exist or not.
Yeah.
We got a lot of equipment, a lot of computers now that can show you the energy field. It's not a mystery no more. We're working with electricity, our magnetism. This is great.
This is great, and I would say this is really the time that right now actually the tools are maybe useful now to observe the energy.
Wow.
Because 10 years ago, it wasn't the case. Even if you just look the computers, I don't know, 20 years ago, it was just medieval time for that. So
Right.
it's only right now that we're able actually to have scanners of the brain. And I'm working also with a specific machine. It's called BioWell GDV camera.
Right.
We're using what we call the Kirlian pictures. Kirlian pictures is the electromagnetic pictures of the emanation of our physical
And let me
body.
translate, because I got my American crowd too. Kirlian photography. To get your aura feel when they take that picture and they can see the colors. All right, go ahead.
So Kirlian effects, Kirlian pictures is known for maybe 40 years, but
Yeah.
it has been only recently really used in a, I would say, therapeutic way. So the idea is really just to measure the electromagnetic field that the body is emanating. And it's like at every fingers we have like the map of the body.
Right.
For example, along this finger we have maybe the kidneys, along this one we have the lungs and so on. And just by observing how the field around the finger is working,
Right.
then we can somehow assume what's happening within the organs in the body.
Right.
So we can recreate the pictures of where there is a lot of energy and where there is maybe a lack of some energies.
This is awesome. So that's reflexology. Those of you who heard about it, all the organs on your hand. Now what he's saying, y'all got the machine that can see. You put your hand on there, it's coming from this organ. This is all medically, scientifically proven. We're not just talking no more. So when you're doing your meditations, the machines is for the people who need it. But you can work with this stuff.
Yes.
We're doing it.
Yes.
And that's what I tell people, meditation is the foundation. There's so many of them. It don't mean you just got to sit there like this, but start working with yourself.
With the mudras, yeah, that's
Moving
it.
these energies through the body. You can do it because you are a system of energy held together by thought. We're all working with it. You don't need an extra heart or extra lung. And then when you start watching what you put in your body, that's what we're saying. There's some foods that are more energetic than others.
Yes, yes. That's it, yeah.
This is awesome.
I think the point of this apparatus is really actually for some people who doesn't know actually the effect or the benefits of some qigong or of some meditation, to just observe before and after. It's really like the advert with a shampoo or whatsoever.
Right.
But with this machine, we can really observe that somehow the auric field is changing, and the feeling within is also really important. The people they can, oh my gosh, this is different, and they
Right.
can have really something scientific to calm down the rational mind, so they can keep going with the meditation. Because a lot of people, they're doing maybe a few days meditations, but they don't see actually the benefits of it after 2-3 days. They're just stopping it. That's important to know.
Important
we
to
need
know.
push a bit more and go 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then we're starting to receive the benefits.
Exactly. What I've been saying, consistency, stay in it, you will see some results. Even before you think about the deeper levels of pranic journey, I did a video one time saying a 100-day process. Take a meditation and work with it for 100 days and see where the energy goes. Feel your own energy. It will grow if you stick with it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, and then we got so much information out here now, so many teachers. And then we got, go ask Google. Not saying all information on there is good, but you can weigh it. This is the laboratory, and we're really doing this. Oh my gosh.
Another aspect, you're speaking about laboratory. For me, this is really important actually to know the who we are. I will use the quote from the Greek on the temple. They say, okay, know yourself and you will know the universe and the gods.
Yeah.
And actually this is really for me the entrance door for everything. And quite often we just discarding in our society, in the Western society, we're discarding what's happening within, physically or emotionally. Because
Right.
quite often when we are observing some emotions, this is not really pleasant and we just put them below the carpet. But actually we can just take it in a different way. If we're just assuming that the universe is user-friendly, and actually everything is just occasions to grow spiritually. Every time something is happening, we say, oh, this is a nice teachings. And even if there is, I would say, a sad emotions or some anger or some, so whatsoever is happening, we say, oh, this is an occasion to grow spiritually. I can just accept it, send a lot of love, and transform it within myself. And then I will not have to experience it again, because I've changed myself regarding this information.
Wow.
This is the point, yeah.
This is really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is the time to grow like never before. This is the golden age.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. And you've been on this path for like how long?
at the beginning of 2014, I had some spontaneous experiences of panic states. I'm energy healer, and during the weekend I was working quite hard. At this time it was like 7-8 hours meditation per day, connecting with the spirits. So what I'm doing is called trance healing. So I'm connecting with specific guides. They coming and giving energies through my physical body. But after these weekends of 7-8 hours per day, my sleep starting to shorten really a lot, and then the food was starting to, I was not hungry anymore, and for a few days I was just stopping. So I had no idea actually what was happening, and I just typing on the internet and oh, this is called Prana and so on. And a few months later I did the panic process in Italy with Henri Montfort and Nicolas Pilarz.
Yeah.
And it's from then I starting to be more conscious about what's happening energetically.
Right.
It wasn't really easy because at the beginning I was not really I would say enough healed with my emotion. I still have a lot of things to be done. But at this time I was just doing the process, actually losing a lot also of energy, and it was not redirected to heal my physical body because my emotional body needed to have some work. So I stayed on juices 3 months after the process, and then I had to return back to salads, green stuff and so on, to just come back in my physical body, connect back to my emotional body and heal what was needed to be healed. Because I've seen also a lot of people, they're just forcing a bit too much into the process, and what's happening, they're going there with the mind, but we need to go there with the heart.
That's key.
Yeah, that's the key. What's making a big difference, every day we're receiving a certain amount of energy, and for me, pranic state, this is really about energy management.
Right.
If we are able to keep our energy, okay, for example, some people who are really like, I would say, savior, they have the behavior of the savior, they would like to save everybody. They will lose maybe their energy for the neighborhood, for the mother, for the children, and at the end of the day, they will not be able to have enough energy to save themselves, actually. Okay, this is really important to give a lot of energy to the people around us, but to give it on the unconditional way. So it means we're receiving the same amount or even more from the universe. But if I'm giving my time and my energy to just one person and I'm just expecting consciously or unconsciously something from this person, this is not energy that I will receive back. So this is really depleted energy. So I need to really stay in my center for that.
This is awesome for people to know. This is energy conservation.
Yes.
We're energy beings, but you got to learn how, not only we absorbing it and getting it, how to spend it.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, the game.
Yes.
I was just in a situation on the way here that was trying. That's what it was, intense stimuli. But I started laughing at it because I understood, first of all, the universe is user-friendly.
Yeah.
This is a time for me to grow. And there was no way I could stay angry.
Yeah.
The energy, you're moving it. It's just the energy. Let it move, and then pretty soon we start laughing about it. It became funny. But that's what it's about. It's just the energy. Let it move, and everything, again, came out perfect. It's always time for you to grow. I love this. But this stuff actually works. This isn't stuff we're making up.
It's for every day, every thoughts, everything in our life, every aspect.
Every aspect. And this goes every day on how you deal with these energies. You can't get out of it. You live in it.
For me, I call it win-win exchange. Okay, if one day I'm not able to be in the win-win, then I have to say, sorry, my friend, I can help you today. I have to help myself first.
Right.
When I go back to this smile, to this high frequency, then I can ready again to open my heart and help the other person.
This is so wonderful.
But a lot of people, they're just losing their own energy, this own possibility to grow for themselves, because they're assuming that to be a good person is to sacrifice themselves for other people.
Right. I fell into that trap when I was in the ministry in the church, and I was out helping all these people, but my physical body was getting tore up. And I wasn't taking care of myself, and I realized, how can you take care of other people if you can't even take care of yourself?
It was the same teaching for me. As a healer, this is a big trap as a healer, because somehow we're assuming that we need to take the responsibility of the problems of other people. No. I'm just the witness of all the miracles that the inner healer of the other person can do. We can send a lot of energy, a lot of love,
right,
but we are still be the witness of what the other person is able to grow and open the door.
Absolutely. It's all about energy again. And then even being on this path, when I go around teaching people about prana around the world, I learned so many lessons, but it's all about energy again. Jasmine Heen gave me pointers. Go to places where people that call you, don't try to force it. That's forcing energy. They're already ready for it. You know, little pointers like that, and it works so much. And then I don't care, as the energy goes through me as I'm helping people, don't have an outcome on how you think it should go and waste energy.
That's it.
I just let it go. Everybody's an energy being, and that way it spreads even faster. Soon as the people, you could be the hardest skeptic. You come up under listening to us for some days, you're going to come out there working with energy, a whole new being, saying this is great because this works for everybody. Just pick the place where you're at. This is awesome. Oh my gosh.
We need to be with the flow within, but also with the flow outside. And when we're with the flow outside, there is no friction. There is just amazing teachings and just opportunities to go, and that's it. There is no...
That's what it's all about. And this is great once again. East meets West, left hemisphere meets right hemisphere. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And then all the spiritual, for a long time they say, well, science meets religion. No matter what words you use, because I use a lot of the religious texts and bring them up to date, it's all fitting. We as humanity, not only we're growing individually, we're also growing collectively.
For me, it's all about the same story. It's like the metaphor, the comparison of the people. They're all blind people and they're touching the elephants. And someone is describing the horn, the other one is describing the paw. And they have the impression this is different stories.
Yeah.
But when they can open up the eyes, they just feel, oh my gosh, this is the same story.
Oh my gosh.
Science, religion, everything is just trying to describe the same.
Describe the same thing through different cultural ideas. And then here on Pranic Talk TV, of course, Shayna Dean, we collaborate and put this show together. She's dealing with the Reiki back in the U.S. And of course, she was already high energetic being. That's why we got together to put this show together. But it's like everybody's growing. And she said to me today that, man, everybody's feeling a lot lighter, or what she's seeing, what's going on. Everybody's like curious. And this is, like we said again, we are actually growing collectively. And I'll be putting people to the test. In the next 10 years, you're going to live in a world that's totally different than what you're seeing right now. Not only on external equipment and technology, but also what we're learning inside as human beings.
We are just the witness of a huge shift.
Oh.
We can be part of it or try to resist a bit. This is the choice that we have to smile or not regarding our life. But the shift is happening. So even if the people they're trying to create a big wall within their house, it won't work. The energy is flowing everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, y'all hearing it. Here I am with Pascal Marteli, the scientist from Switzerland. But not only he's just a scientist, he's a pranic being.
Yep.
He's putting his whole body into the experiment. Sometimes we think of scientists in the medical field, they'll do something on looking at somebody else and they're not taking part in it.
Yeah.
But this is bold, but he's actually a scientist who's taking part in it. And I've seen.
And I'm the guinea pig too.
And you're the guinea pig too. So this is. He can't lie about it. You just coming up with the results that's taking place, and you feel so much better. And I like what you said when you first came in it. How now this is real to people. How you came out of the process, but then you went on the liquids for a while, but then you went to some lighter foods so you could go heal yourself.
Yes.
Don't try to go for that all or nothing if you ain't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think for me, if I have just one message today, that would be that message. For me, a lot of people actually, they're just using this energy that we have every day for us, not actually to heal themselves, but actually to maintain a state which is a bit artificial or too much, out of frequency range. We can take it like that. But if we're healing ourselves every day, then actually the pranic state is coming to reach us. It's catching with us.
Whole nother ball game.
So yeah, this is completely different. And I have seen also some people, they're starting to feel really happy within themselves after, I would say, 1 week of dry fasting.
Right.
But other people, they just, I would say, discard meat, dairy product, and they're already feeling this bliss within themselves. So it's not about to reach this state or not. This is more about how we can connect with our spirituality. Because I would say nowadays we have thousands of different options to reach our spirituality.
Right.
I know this person really enjoyed to sing a lot, and this is self-healing, but also healing other people. This person is able to reach really some summit with the singing part, and this person is able to connect with her spirituality with the singing part.
Right.
And it could be different for everybody. And for me, the food is one way between all this way, and it's a good way.
Right.
I would say it's a really good way because we need actually to go really deep into our emotional body. Because quite often when we're eating, we're trying to compensate some frustration. And when we're just stopping eating for a few days, then all what was below the carpet starting to emerge on the surface. And we have to deal with that. We can't escape it. It's just like that. Okay, I have some anger, or I have some problems or whatsoever. So for me, the pranic journey is just one out of different. But the point here is really to be able to connect the spirituality with art, because I've seen some people, they could access to this kind of states, but they need actually to work on it every day.
Right.
I would say there is two kinds of states. There is the having state, the doing state, and the being state. And actually all what we're learning to have or to do is in order to be different.
Right.
And when we are here, actually all what we have or what we do is just, I would say, the cherry on the pie. This is just a way that we want to manifest our spirituality. But the idea is really to move in this being state. And when we're talking about prana, quite often we have the impression, oh, this is a resource that I need to take. This is like there is a limited amount, and if I'm taking this amount, the other people around, they would have less. But actually for me, this is more like an information.
Yes.
If I have some information and I'm sharing to another person, I will not be poor of this information, but the other person will be rich of this extra information.
Right.
So more I'm able to connect, and this is the point. I need to learn how to connect with this frequency, with this energy. But it doesn't mean I will deplete anything. And this is really free energy.
That's
so
free energy.
We experience it within ourselves, in our body, but then in the universe, that would be the next step. Free energy, yeah.
Free energy. Bottom line, surrender.
Yep.
Learning how to surrender to a user-friendly universe that wants, on every situation, wants us to grow.
Yes. Yeah.
The more resistance and more stress on any type of level blocks the light. Wow, this is something. And this is so relieving to know that we're living in this type of world that's available to us with free energy.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is changing the whole dynamics of spirituality as we know it. We had the blueprint there, but now we're manifesting it.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's just a question of time until the universe is trying to cope with us. We're sending some information in the universe, and sometimes we can just wait a few years until it's manifesting. But if we're active with our consciousness, with our intention, then the manifestation is starting to be much more quicker. So it's really the game of, I would say, law of attraction.
Wow.
And just but what we're observing within is actually how we are connecting with the rest of the universe. I will make a small parallel with that. When we just arrived a few days ago in India for this festival, we were a bit surprised about how the collective thought form was maybe not 100% ready to accept this new idea.
Yeah.
And actually in India, okay, this is just my own personal view. I hope I will not offend anyone, and I really I enjoy the spirituality in India. They have amazing masters here.
Right.
But I have the impression they were really looking for spirituality a bit out there. They were a bit discarding the value of the physical body.
Right.
And for me, the pranic journey is really to bring the spirituality within the physical body.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's all I taught. I came back into the body.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's why I be talking about I bring it down to earth. Diet, exercise, meditation, your thoughts, the way you think. Bringing it all home.
Yes.
Come back into the body. All that abstract stuff getting out of the body, okay, we could talk about aliens all day long. We are the aliens.
But at the end of the day, we need to be here now.
We need to be here. This is so awesome. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
And we're out here, like I said, in India at the Loren Caves, and we're about to explore the place and keep working on our prana.
By the way, if you have a chance in your life to visit these caves, this is called Ellora Caves.
Right.
They are so beautiful.
Look at
They
that.
are really like energy memories from really masters, yogi who has been able to reach some high degrees of spirituality.
Oh my
and
gosh.
These caves are still vibrant.
Still
Vibrant with
vibrant.
this energy here. Yeah.
This is awesome, ain't it? And they're all up over there. Now on my YouTube channel, Elitom El-Amin, me and Christiana El-Trayan did a great video where we was over there in it. And we'll do another video over there later.
Go and look for it here.
Yeah, or you come yourself. But we'll try to bring you here or bring the energy here. But this is so wonderful. But again, these high energy places on the planet is still helping. The planet is even helping us.
Yes.
We're helping the planet. We're one with the atmosphere, one with nature, all the way.
Actually, the whole universe is trying for us to be successful.
Yeah,
This
it
is-
wants us to be successful.
Yes.
This is awesome, isn't it? And again, living on prana, to eat very little or none at all
Yeah,
exists.
Just juices, that's perfect. Just juices, that's what I'm doing for several years now. You're feeling so light within your body, you're feeling connected to everything. And of course, that would be maybe better to go along the way, like Elitom, maybe sometimes just a few drops of water, nothing else. But if you're already creating some kind of spirituality within the space of choosing what you put in your plate, this is awesome. Because a lot of people, they actually having this not abundance experience with prana. They say, to become pranic, this means to eat less. No, this is to eat more. but this is to connect differently in order to eat differently. And then with the time, we just discarded this, I would say, a second quality food, second quality fuel, and then we just want the best for our physical body.
Absolutely.
This is Prana.
Oh my gosh. Give them a round of applause, wherever you at. This is awesome once again. So you got anything else to add, like on how you see the world in the future and anything like that?
Actually, I have a lot of hope for everybody, because if I'm just observing right now, okay, we can hear, I would say, the journals and the TV and all that sort of stuff. This is always like, I call it the market of fear. Coronavirus, this is also part of the game. This is just a piece of theater. If we just observing what's happening right now, for example, just in my place, 5 years ago, it was almost no yoga or meditation places. Right now, it's happening everywhere. The people are starting to be curious about what's happening what's happening within their spirituality. So, for me, I have a lot of hope for mankind. It's like, the 7 chakras, but the collective is also working on the 7 chakras. And now we're working on the throat one. This is all what is hidden, what is corrupted, is starting to be enlightened for that.
Right.
And the next step would be here, is to have really the global visions of what's happening. We will suddenly realize that what we are learning is not just for a lifetime, but for eternity. All what you're trying to grasp for money, whatsoever, this doesn't make any sense. And then it will create really some kind of new paradigm shift. And then we will put the church in the middle of the village and realize, okay, I'm here because I took the parachute to work on myself here on this planet, and I'm here to help other people around. So I'm having a lot of hope for everybody.
Wow.
Just one message for you guys: just try to smile every day of your life. Take every day or so a small space just for you with your own spirituality. It could be half an hour in the morning, just meditating, just listening to your heart, whatever you're doing, but just create a space just for yourself and your spirituality.
Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elitom.
That was a whole anointing you just gave everybody. All right, we'll talk to you soon. This is Prana Talk TV. Get us to your friends, subscribe, and let's keep going higher. And we're going to give you the best pranic people around the world to get their interviews. And this is Pascal Marteli from Switzerland. Talk to you soon. Namaste.
Bye.
Uh-oh.